Austin, Texas versus San Antonio, Texas. This isn't going to be your run-of-the-mill which city is better to live in. Obviously, San Antonio. I'm totally kidding, just kidding. Today we're going to be discussing individual housing markets and the forecast for each city. Comparing these two cities as close as they are seems appropriate, as the mass media continues to make national news on the housing market, making it all seem like a big fish in a little baby net. But the relief is in the reality that each city carries its own housing market. Just the other day, a buddy sent me an article stressing out like crazy about the housing market, but the information and the data was for San Diego. So I'm hoping that comparing these two cities in such close proximity but having such a contrasted market helps you understand how important it is for you to really understand your local market. Side note, national news can affect the housing market in general, but the amount that it impacts your specific city can differentiate by a lot. As we get started, hit that like button and the subscribe button as it helps this channel grow. Also, if you're in San Antonio surrounding cities or just simply have questions on your real estate journey, I am just a text or call or email away. Both cities are amazing places to live at. Austin is a musical capital of the world. Its popularity attracts multiple types of talent, and celebrities such as Joe Rogan continues to migrate there, making it its permanent resident. Not to mention the Tesla factory nearby that's bringing on even more talent and growing its popularity even more across the nation. San Antonio is a military city, rich with history and filled with culture, with little known facts such as it's one of the top undervalued cities in the nation. Just taking these facts and comparing them to the size of the city alone already paints a pretty good picture. For example, Austin, Texas is sitting in total of 271 square miles and change, and San Antonio is sitting at 505 square miles and change. That immediately offers you scarcity in Austin, Texas for the amount of living space available. Scarcity means higher value. Basically, not enough of this, let's charge more for it. You can definitely see that immediately on the price per square footage. In San Antonio, Texas, the price per square footage is $121, and in Austin is $351. Let's take this back-to-back article on both cities covered from Redfin.com. In January 2023, San Antonio home prices were up 5.9% compared to last year's, selling for a median price of $275,000. On average, homes in San Antonio sell after 94 days on the market, compared to 31 days on the market last year. There were 95 homes sold in January this year, down from 920 last year. It's a huge gap. Now, regarding Austin's data. In January 2023, Austin home prices were down 5.8% compared to last year, selling for a median price of $528,000. On average, homes in Austin sell after 75 days on the market compared to 38 days on the market last year. There were 484 homes sold in January this year, down from 780. So obviously with this popularity, there's still a lot of movement in Austin when it comes to home sales. But what really stands out is the home prices going down 5.8%. compared to San Antonio going up 5.9%. Here is a graph taken from ksat.com, kind of showing you those individual price range percentage from city to city. Price changes are being held across each city, showing that it enter into more of a balanced market, where places like Austin are less likely to make that adjustment due to those lower percentage in price changes. And overall, San Antonio is actually expected to do well across the board from other cities. For example, Phoenix home sales are expected to drop 18.4%. Sarasota, Florida is expected to drop 28.5%. And Nashville, Tennessee is expected to drop 3.3%. Alamo City, San Antonio, Texas is expected to grow 2.5%. And according to Realtor.com, Austin is expected to decrease 6.6%. Even though San Antonio may not be popular to the masses, there is a lot of things that you can take advantage as a home buyer. I recently made a video explaining if you should buy now or wait in San Antonio, Texas. And if you are currently in the market to buy a home, I will strongly encourage you to check that video out right now, as I share some very important tips that may be time sensitive for this huge financial gain purchasing now versus later. So when it comes down to San Antonio versus Austin, I gave you the numbers, you make that decision. But when it comes to making a financial decision and looking for not only your purchase now but in the near future, San Antonio has some stability that actually is very comforting, knowing that here in the near future we're still expecting to grow in value year over year. And Austin, not so much security factor as San Antonio, but it's still such a popular city and you can expect it to grow. So based off all this information, where would you buy? Would you buy in Austin or in San Antonio? Let me know in the comments below. Also, just for fun, let me know in the comments below who you think is better in general. I hope this video gives you a strong foundation how it's so important to just don't listen to the mass media and pay attention to what's going on in your local market, as it can differentiate greatly from a city that's even close by. My name is John Moses with Coldwell Banker, Dan Harper Realtors. To old friends and new,